It's the Odd Drunk Podcast, a very strange podcast, the drunkest show in the world. It's Jackson and Colton talking out of their ass. We don't care as long as drinks are poured. Sometimes we have our friends here. We will talk about anything. We don't care as long as we have beer. And if you let that whiskey ring. The Odd Drunk Podcast. Welcome back to the Odd Drunk Podcast. We are here with Back to the Future Part 2. We're going to get this rolling pretty quick. Before we get this started, I'm saying I'm a lot.
Yep.
But I am drinking Kraken again. But I have made a little mixed drink with cranberry juice and Sierra Mist, actually. That's pretty good.
It's pretty good.
I like it.
I'm drinking one of those right now. I also have cranberry juice off the side here. Some more cranberry juice. Some plantation.
Nice. Regular plantation or
it's
the Fiji?
The Fiji plantation.
Oh.
Yeah. It's a pretty good one.
It is. It is.
So, you know, we're not drinking really anything that special tonight, although this mixed drink is pretty damn good.
Well, thank you. I don't know what to call it yet, but maybe I'll figure it out.
Yeah, we'll call it I don't know. We'll have to think, but we'll have to think of something by the end of the episode.
Maybe it'll be a Back to the Future based drink, just because we're watching this movie.
Yeah, why not? So,
if you are new to the podcast, well, thank you for listening. If you haven't listened to one of our commentaries, or the last one, the way we do it, I will say 3, 2, 1, play. Then we will hit play.
Yep.
At the same time, hopefully. And then we will have a sync point on this one. I believe we're going to sync at the Universal logo.
That's the easiest one, yeah.
Unless this movie starts out the scene first. I can't remember.
I don't know.
But
we'll sync.
We'll sync.
Sure
don't worry
you're
about
on
it.
Track with us.
And when we sync, we say, Great Scott.
Great Scott.
Or we could do a different one.
We should do a different one. We did Great Scott for the last one.
Okay, make like a tree and get
out
of
here.
here.
Yeah, let's do that one.
Make like a tree and get out of here. Because this is the Biff Back to the Future, in my opinion.
Yeah,
he's the main
really
villain.
About Biff.
He's the villain in this. He's not just like a bully he runs into. No, this is like the crux of the story.
Yeah.
So
and we are watching this on Netflix, but by the time this episode is out, it will have been removed from Netflix.
Yeah, they are removing it by June 30th.
So yeah, if you're going to watch this along with us, which we hope you are, we will sync you.
Yeah, we will go back to the future and retroactively find whatever it's on. If it's not, it's on things for rental at least, but you should have a hard copy. We should have a hard copy.
Find it, yeah,
but
it's not like
to add another layer to this episode, commentary, whatever you want to call it, we are also going to be playing a drinking game. I found it on a drinkwhen.canada, I think. CA, is that for Canada?
I have no idea.
But it's Back to the Future Part 2 drinking game. We failed to do one last time, but we're going to do them for the rest of the series. So let me go through the rules just real quick, and then we can get the ball rolling here. So you play along with us.
Yeah, we play along with us.
So drink when...
Do it.
Drink when anyone says McFly. When anyone says future. When anyone is called chicken. When anyone says or you see the date. When you see the almanac. The sports almanac.
Yeah.
And when you hear the theme music. And we're not going to do this, but it says extreme version. Add Doc for an additional 50 plus drinks.
Yeah, so you guys...
I don't know if that means whenever they say Doc or whenever you see him.
I think it's when they say Doc.
I would hope so, because he's like in this whole movie.
Every time you see Doc, take a shot.
But, so yeah, we're going to get this going. Real quick, and one more thing. Thank you for the new Instagram followers. Check us out on Instagram. Check out us on Apple Podcasts. Leave us a rating. Yeah, just hit our Linktree and just check us out on what you like to listen to, and that will make us happy. And maybe leave us a download. That'd be awesome. And we're getting close to 2,000 downloads, so that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, maybe by the time this episode is out, we've already reached that.
We might already be there.
Who knows? By the way, it's super cool.
It is really cool. We appreciate it. To the people that have been consistently listening to our BS, thank you for dealing with it. Hopefully you're having
You're the real heroes.
Getting some kind of enjoyment out of this. We are, so that's what matters. But anyways, here we go. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1, play.
And here's the Universal logo coming.
Wait for it. Wait for it to finish. I don't hear anything.
Yeah, maybe the headphones
and make like a tree and leave. It just faded out.
Here.
Steven Spielberg presents. There's music. I forget there's no music in the Universal logo back then, or at least on these movies. I'm used to dun 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 dun.
Yeah,
I'm used to that.
Isn't that the Fox?
Saturday. No, that's Universal.
Okay.
Yeah. Fox is the one that's like. Oh, so they had to reshoot the scene, by the way. Anybody that knows anything should know that. But
yeah, because they have a different Jennifer.
Yeah, Elizabeth Shue. She was also in the Karate Kid movies. That's all I know her from, at least from that era.
Yeah, that's all I can say.
She recently came back in Cobra Kai. So that's spoiler alert.
Nice. I haven't watched Cobra Kai yet.
It's pretty good. You should check it out. It's a fun ride. It's
Yeah.
set in the modern day. Johnny's like an old dad that drinks Coors Banquet.
Nice.
But it still feels 80s.
I mentioned to my dad after we recorded the Dad Erotic episode, I was talking to my dad.
Marty! Sorry. Okay, go on.
And he said, I said that we were drinking Coors Banquet, and he brought up Cobra Kai. He was like, yeah, he drinks Coors.
Yeah. I have been laying off beer for a little bit after that. That looks like a Miller he's thrown in there. Good.
Yeah. Good riddance.
Unless it's Miller High Life, which I do have respect for.
Yeah, I've drinking my share of High Life.
They make good mimosas, at least.
Champagne of beer.
Yeah. It's your kids. I saw this Family Guy skit where it's like they're in the car and he's like, "What's wrong with my kids?" It's like, "Your daughter married a black guy." And they're like, "There's nothing wrong with that." And he's like, okay, cool. Oh, I love how he just sees this shit. Oh, wait. Did something happen? The future bit.
He said
we got to listen.
He said future.
Well, already been drinking. And Biff sees the time machine fly off. And everyone's
a drink that's about half plantation and half cranberry juice is pretty decent. Yeah, Biff is like, what?
Well, I'm going to make another one of my... Oh, Future. But they didn't say Future. That's just the title. Yeah, but that is the theme music. Shit.
Yeah, theme music. It's going to be a lot. Drinking games can be hard sometimes because you have to keep track of everything that's going on. And when we're talking, I guarantee we're going to miss stuff. So don't add us if we miss stuff.
Add us, I dare you.
This reminds me like a Superman intro.
So this is a very significant movie, not just because I would argue it's the best one, at least for me.
I think it's the best
after multiple rewatches.
The best of the movies or the best of the Back to the Future movies?
The Back to the Future movies, not just movies in general. I mean, it's one of my favorite trilogies of all time. I'll say that.
No, I think this is the best of the series. Yeah.
I think I'll tell you why later, but after a lot of rewatches, this one just is the smartest. It plays with the time travel in better ways, I think, than
it feels more like an adventure movie.
Yeah, and it feels
than the other ones do. Or
the time travel element feels more imminent. Like, I don't know. It's just like the first and the third one, they're just kind of hanging out.
Yeah. So they just go to a time period and hang out there. And this one feels like it really took advantage of the time travel as part of its plot.
Yeah. Because we go to like 3 different time periods in this movie.
Yeah.
And one of them has 2 different versions, so. October 21st, 2015. So.
I love it.
I remember watching this on that day in 2015.
I don't think I watched it that day, but that week I went to a Halloween party dressed as Marty McFly, though.
Well, there you go.
So I had to. I knew. I was like, I love the. I didn't see any other Marty McFlys or Doc Browns that Halloween.
Really? That's weird.
I thought that, like, no way I was the only one. But
here's the thing. I get why they only went to 2015 so they could see Marty when he's older and everything, and you could still see his family.
Yeah.
But that's the only reason why it makes sense. If they weren't trying to do a family connection with this... Oh, he said future.
No.
But, if you didn't have to do the family bit, you should have went to like 2085, like way more into the future. Because then you could have done anything.
Now you have one of these classic 80s movies where...
It predicts the future, and then it's like...
Yeah, I know the future's past.
Just so dated now.
Yeah, it's like Blade Runner takes place in 2019.
Now, fortunately, we have Blade Runner 2049 now.
Yeah.
But...
It's a good movie.
So, yeah, they got a lot wrong in this, but there is things they got right, or at least had good enough intuition to predict.
Hoverboards were pretty big in 2015.
Hoverboards are big, but not
those
cool
types of hoverboards.
Yeah,
but
they just same name.
A thing called
they're
hoverboards.
really lame.
Yeah.
They're
just
plus their batteries explode and they're not allowed on airplanes.
They're just what are segways without the handles.
That's what it is. Also, I wish we lived in a future where we could just use junk to power nuclear reactors.
That would be amazing.
Or, that'd be good. What are you doing? What are you doing?
Turn up the volume a little bit here.
Okay, just don't fuck it. He looks exactly the same.
Looks the same. I love that.
I love Shit. Drink. Also, you talked about it in the last movie, how Doc doesn't care about the consequences when he travels to the future because he would have been dead anyways if he wasn't time traveling.
Yeah.
But Christopher Lloyd's alive in real life. He's like 80.
Yeah.
But it's just funny to think that he's just kind of like, oh, whatever. We just got to, your kids suck. We got to fix it, Marty.
Your kids are stupid.
Yeah, stupid long sleeve thing. Isn't it like broken or something? It's like supposed to.
Yeah. Oh, classic.
I hope that shit at the bottom goes away, but I don't want to mess with it. I'm scared. Fuck. Don't do it. Don't mess with it.
I messed
Just
with
leave
it.
it alone. Okay. We're gonna be slightly off, but we'll double sync later on. We paused for 1 split second.
It won't matter.
But if you're listening to this in the future, you could have time traveled and fixed it for us. I want that.
It's a pretty cool jacket.
I mean, is it stupid?
Yeah, it's a little stupid.
Yeah. Is that hat? I've seen hats like that, actually.
Yeah, those hats are... People wear those. It's stupid.
That weird... What is it that even called? Like the rainbow metallic... I've seen they had like a silverware set that looked like that.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, it's a silverware set. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
It's not just a hat.
Wait, it costs $50 to order a Pepsi?
Inflation.
That's just real. They got that right. He's already looked at everything.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, his son goes to jail. Or no, he goes to juvie. Oh, no, fuck. He goes to jail. Justice system is
No, they
really...
have abolished lawyers.
Yeah, we wish. No, it's still really slow. But wasn't that supposed to happen?
Yeah, I mean, Doc is like, he doesn't want to mess with the past, but he's totally cool with messing with the future.
Yeah.
It's...
Now, the whole idea of a cafe 80s, that's definitely a thing. Like, nostalgia is more than ever.
Oh, yeah.
80s themed stuff. A lot of 2000s stuff nowadays, which I don't know why people are nostalgic for that era. But
No, because the 2000s was like, everything, it was like all the lame stuff from the 90s that just survived.
Yeah.
In the 2000s. All the cool stuff from the 90s.
basically Friends.
Yeah.
The TV show Friends. I'm going to say it. Don't at me.
It's bad.
Well, it's just a basic sitcom. I don't get what... I don't know. Now, a good show from the 90s, Seinfeld.
Seinfeld was very good.
That's one of the best.
Yeah. But Friends is like the epitome of the early 2000s.
Yeah, but it came out in the 90s.
No,
But that's what...
But it represents the early 2000s, though.
Maybe maybe that's why the early 2000s is the way it is. Because of Friends.
Because of Friends.
Maybe if we went back in time and...
Jaws 19.
Oh, yeah. This is a really funny tidbit because...
People thought 3D was going to be huge.
It's kind of... 3D is not a big deal anymore. It's a gimmick.
No, yeah.
Remember when 3D TVs came out and stuff? And now it's about like 4K Ultra HD and all that. Like,
yeah.
That's what you
3D's
want.
phased out now.
Yeah. Because 3D actually doesn't... Oh, that's the same guy. But no, that's funny. About the Jaws thing. There hasn't been a Jaws sequel since like the 90s or late 80s. They haven't done one, and
I think people saw this movie and got afraid, of
right?
what could be.
No,
And,
but they've done sequels on every other like.
Almanac. Drink.
Oh shit, Almanac, yeah.
There you go.
No, there's actually it's not. There's this bar back home called something the Max or something. It's really cool. It's got a bunch of tons of arcade machines, but it's all 80s themed.
Yeah.
They're always playing 80s music, and all their mixed drinks. They have like normal mixed drinks, but they're all named after like 80s things. So like the White Russian they have there is like the Ivan Drago,
Oh, nice.
you know, and they have like a Death Star shot and stuff like that.
I think it's I like this bit because it's like what people in the future think the 80s like would if they were to make an 80s themed cafe. What?
Yeah.
Because like 50s themed cafes, the 50s wasn't like that all the time. Like it's
No.
very aesthetic. All I wanted was a Pepsi.
All I want is a Pepsi. That should be a drinking thing, honestly. I'll drink to that. Old Biff. Oh, anybody in the home? Oh, did we miss the part where he meets Elijah Wood?
No, I don't think so.
Young. He's such an idiot.
I love this.
Isn't he like Diff or something? Griff.
Griff, yeah.
And how does your grandson end up looking exactly how you looked? Maybe it's genetic. Maybe it's a future thing.
Doc did a very bad job explaining what the fuck's going on
Yeah.
to Marty.
Now here it is, yeah. That's Elijah Wood, the kid in the orange shirt, I think.
Little tiny Elijah Wood.
Yeah, there he is. That's one of his first on-screen appearances.
You have to actually use your hands.
Remember when the Kinect came out and everyone thought that was... No one thought it was good, but Microsoft sure thought it was going to be.
Yeah. It wasn't, though.
No. But like that whole era of the Wii and the Kinect where we thought that's where video games were going to go. And they are going that way.
It's sticking around to some extent, but it's not the big thing that people thought
No,
it was
people
gonna be.
like a controller. Tactile buttons.
Like, people thought that like motion control is like in the future we're not going to have controllers, we're going to have motion control.
I think it will get there, but not soon. She looks like Walmart Brie Larson. She's just grabbing them the balls. You know, I'm pretty sure I've seen people dressed like that before.
Yeah.
Like on Venice Beach or something.
Yeah, I think so. I've seen people like that.
Either that guy really looks like Michael J. Fox, or it is Michael J. Fox. It is, right?
What?
That's Michael J. Fox, right?
I think so.
I think they somehow made him slightly different, like nerdier.
I'm not sure.
Oh, I love this bit here. Cyberpunk 2015. Where's all the 2015 memes? That's what I want to know.
No, chicken. Straight.
Chicken.
Oh, there it is. Again.
See, they got it wrong. He went to try to fight him. He would leave. He'd run back home, get on his keyboard in his basement, and then like write a bunch of hateful comments to him.
Yeah, that's how it does. That's how it happens nowadays.
And I'm sorry if you hear popcorn noises. We are eating popcorn. But I'm not that sorry.
I'm not sorry. No.
You're choosing to listen to this at this point. Oh, it's like the thing he did in the 50s, but now it's with a hover scooter. Wow, so clever. Stupid movie. No, I love this movie, but I love it. But
It's so stupid, but I love it.
I wish we had that. I think not Tesla. Who made one? BMW? No, not BMW.
There's a few people out there who have made hoverboards.
There's like companies that made them, but they like require a ton of charge. They only last for like.
And the problem is that the type of torque that you need to be able to keep a person off the ground is really difficult to fit into something that small.
Yeah,
It's just
no, the hover, like Tony Hawk tried one, like a real one that hovers, but it's like this big bulky thing, and it's not.
It's not. Yeah, it doesn't.
It doesn't work like a skateboard.
They've basically made like tech demos.
Yeah,
Like
I think we are gonna have them.
I love how Biff's all something really very familiar about this.
But yeah, why? Out of all the things in Back to the Future we don't have, why couldn't we have that?
Yeah. that'd be
I could
awesome.
also see how it would be a gnarly wreck. It would be so easy to wreck on those things because you have no friction. I mean, you have wind resistance. Oh, I love how they have like the advanced ones.
Just get a group of people to all go as Griff and his gang. For Halloween.
That'd be pretty good.
Those boots are pretty cool.
I feel like that's like an illegal one or something.
I like how Doc was like, "Don't talk to anyone or look at anything."
Could he really trust Marty with this, though?
Yeah.
I want that. Plus, I love how it has that like voice.
The text to speech.
Yeah. He's legit just holding like an iPad.
Yeah.
So that's cool. But why is it win? Oh, the Cubs went. Now that's a crazy one. They didn't win in 2015, but they did really good. But then they won in 2016.
They won in 2016, yeah. The goat curse.
So that is something they kind of predicted, sort of. Yeah, so do I. Oh. Drink. Almanac.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Those still exist. They suck. Literally. I'm walking here.
He had to go get his dog, of course.
Oh, nice.
Biff sneaking around in the background. I love that.
That's bold of them to assume that newspaper would still be relevant.
Yeah, yeah. They have all this
Does
other.
it still exist? Yes. Is it relevant? No.
It's
Shit. We got drinking. We see the word.
I like Doc's shirt.
That is a cool shirt.
I'd wear that shirt.
That's bold to assume that. Actually, never mind. That might be controversial. We've talked about this before, like why the future is so different than what it really is. And the first reason is because it was the 80s and they just wanted to make a fun movie about the future.
Yeah,
okay.
That's the obvious reason.
But the in-story reason, my headcanon.
Yeah, okay.
And I think we both think the same thing, basically. Like, basically, since Doc invented the time machine, even if no one got their hands on it, that alone...
Yeah, the existence of the time
technology
machine.
Where we have flying cars and stuff and everything's weird.
But in real life, he didn't invent a time machine.
No, in real life, he's just Christopher Lloyd.
Yeah, he's just an actor.
Yeah, character actor Christopher Lloyd.
Character actor Christopher Lloyd.
Yeah, it's not as good of him.
No. We were discussing which actors we say character actor before their names. And that one doesn't work.
I love how he just sets it right there and expects everything to be fine. Also, that says Surf Vietnam in the background. Vietnam's still littered.
Yeah,
it's still littered with...
Surf Party Vietnam, surfing with the Viet Cong, cooking hot dogs with napalm.
Is that a song?
Beach Party Vietnam.
Is that a song I don't know about?
It's the Dead Milkman.
Oh.
Beach Party Vietnam. Surfing with the Viet Cong.
Maybe that's where they got it from. Even though Vietnam is still littered with bombs and landmines and artillery. That exists.
Yeah, it does.
Also, like a doorbell camera thing. We have those, like the iRings, or there's a few of them. You can buy them.
Future. And now she is very weirded out.
Yep. I would be too. Be like, where's the memes? Las Vegas, right?
No doorknobs on a door.
That was weird. She's definitely a Zoomer. Okay, we talked about it a little bit before in the last movie, but that looks like Crispin Glover.
Yeah, they put just like a lot of makeup on him. And
They got a guy that
to make
looks
it look
like
like
Chris.
him.
No. They got an actor that looks like him. Then
Yeah.
they put makeup on him and stuff. This whole lawsuit thing. It's not fun to talk about. But that's why they hung him upside down, so it'd be even harder to tell, which was smart and it's wacky.
Yeah. No, they're very smart about that.
But I heard
part.
George McFly was supposed to be a bigger part of this universe because he was in the first movie.
Yeah. It was very
But-
crucial to the first movie.
Since Kristen Glover left, then it joined the second one. They had to change the plot some.
The makeup,
Chicken, they said chicken.
Oh,
Oh, when someone's called chicken.
I drank.
Oh, you
I
just
already
drank for no reason.
Um,
I'm glad we're not doing the extreme version.
yeah. Every time, Doc.
So it, like, sucks, right?
Yeah, but in Marty's time, Hilda was great.
But in the future, it
Yeah.
sucks because everything sucks in the future.
This is bitching.
That's bold of them to assume people still use taxis.
Nah.
A dying service because Uber exists.
Yeah.
You could also say it's bold to assume that they fly, but I don't think that's quite as major.
No. Yeah. You know the makeup effects to make them look old really reminds me of like the Princess Bride makeup effects. Like,
Oh, when they put them in that weird chamber.
Storming the castle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's like, I married this guy and had kids with him?
I'd be weirded out too.
Yeah. That's bold to assume teenagers still watch TV.
Bold of them to assume there's still cable.
Yeah. And there is, but it's dying. Well, 2015, TikTok wasn't around. He'd probably be on YouTube or playing Minecraft. Or jerking off in his room.
Yeah.
And playing Minecraft.
That's what I do. That's what I did. That's what I was doing in 2015.
Yeah, where's the Minecraft in Pornhub? Huh?
Yeah.
It's bold to assume that Michael J. Fox looked that bag. Because he actually looks way better.
He looks way better than that.
He's 60 now.
Yeah. He looks a lot better than they assumed he would.
I know he has Parkinson's, and that's really sad, but he's doing good with it. And he has the Michael J. Fox Foundation and everything, which is cool. And he got that at a really early age. He got that like in the early 90s.
Yeah.
He was diagnosed. But
It's really sad. I mean, Parkinson's is something that typically is diagnosed later.
you can have a normal life expectancy with it,
Yeah. You can.
but it just sucks.
It's very hard. I saw an interview with Michael J. Fox recently where he says, like, yeah, he's doing well for the most part, but it is hard. And
Well, yeah, you have to constantly be on medication and stuff
and
to keep yourself from jittering.
He has
and,
problems with depression and stuff like that because of it. And
well,
all this
yeah,
other
I mean,
stuff.
if
And
he
it's,
wouldn't have,
it's really hard. Yeah.
if he wouldn't have got Parkinson's, I think he would still be acting like in major stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. He was a great actor. Bold to assume that we would still be using Black and Decker.
I mean, they still exist, but would we be using them? No.
It's not very popular anymore.
I wish I had a hydrator, though.
That's pretty cool.
I feel like something like that exists already, but
We have,
not to that extent.
yeah.
Where you get a little miniature pizza and it's big. It's good. Bold to assume that
What is that they're pouring?
coffee. Where's your Keurig, huh? Also, why the two tie thing?
What?
They're wearing Marty's wearing two ties.
Bold to assume people still wear ties.
Bold to assume that we still wear two of them. But here's something that actually, this is like FaceTime or Skype or Zoom right here.
Yeah.
Also, that's Flea from the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
I noticed, yeah.
Because a lot of people think Red Hot Chili Peppers were a 90s, early 2000s band. No, they've been around since like 84.
Yeah.
They were a very different band back then.
Yeah,
But
wearing nothing but socks.
I think the first, this is a separate topic, but the first album that came out that made them the Red Hot Chili Peppers that we know, Love Bone. No, not Mother's Milk.
Yeah.
89, I think.
Chicken.
That's an amazing album, but chicken shit, yeah. I still haven't made my drink.
You should make that.
I'm gonna make it and drink it.
So it's Kraken. And
Yeah, let me tell you guys. So
talk about your drink.
I kind of just daydreamed this drink because I was trying to think of drinks I could make on a cheap budget with what I have. So it's basically, essentially, if you have like a whiskey glass, shot of Kraken. Also, that's accurate,
What?
if not racist. That his boss is Japanese. This isn't a very stereotypical like Japanese like CEO.
Yeah.
So a shot of Kraken, and then do like 2/3 cups of cranberry juice. You're fired. That's bold to assume we still use fax machines
Fax machines.
and that they're integrated. But here's something they kind of predicted, not accurately, but a little bit. Smart homes.
Yeah.
Where everything in your home is connected.
It's all
like,
connected. You have your phone. Your house does stuff other than keep you
just be a
shelter.
house.
Yeah.
No, like your doorknob has Bluetooth now, you know? That's bold to assume that he would be playing that guitar. No, just kidding. I don't know. That looks like a PRS or something, Paul Reed Smith.
It does kind of look like a
I think it is.
Smith, yeah.
You know what? I like to think that maybe he likes using more old school guitar equipment. Because that's what... Oh, shit. What's up? What'd you make? That's up to Colton. You can go get dinner. I'll keep it going.
Jackson, do you want some?
I'm okay. I don't want to eat your guys' food.
Yeah. We have some food in the other room. I'll be right back.
All right, Colton's leaving. He's going to get some dinner. I'm going to...
Drink that whole drink.
Don't worry about it. I'm going to drink this whole drink, and I'm going to keep this ball rolling here.
Sure you don't want any?
I'm okay, but thank you for the offer. Yeah. All right. Also, I just wanted to say, Elizabeth Shue looks really good for her age now, and she's like in her 50s. And I'm going to say it. I don't care if my girlfriend listens to this. And I love my girlfriend so much, obviously. But Elizabeth Shue was hot back then, dude. And she's still pretty hot now. MILF territory, MILF territory. That doesn't mean you're not hot, my girlfriend. So, yeah. Anyways. Women, yeah. They are the mystery of the universe. You don't understand. Sometimes they do things that you don't want them to do. Sometimes they do things you want them to do. But they just do things all over the place. I'm sounding really sexist and misogynist. Men and women are equal. You know us at the Odd Drunk Podcast. We love everybody. Anybody that listens to us or doesn't listen to us, we love you. You're all valid. So that's good. I almost sounded like a sexist, but I retroactively corrected it. Colton was... He's getting more food or something. But he was looking at me. He was like, you're being really sexist. And I'm like, don't worry. I fixed it. I fixed it. Oh, I see. You have something there.
Yes. Yes.
Would you agree that the first portion of this movie is the weakest portion?
Yeah, it gets better as it goes on. I think
Like, the future stuff is fun. And I bet back then, especially before 2015, like when I watched this before 2015, I was like, man, the timeline better catch up pretty quick to look like this. But that's the gimmick, the future thing.
Yeah.
This is when it gets into the real juice of the movie, the plot here. Like,
A lot of this was all setting up for the
Setting
good
it up.
stuff. Yeah.
so now, if you haven't seen this before, you suck. No, I'm just kidding. But they haven't quite realized yet, but they're going to quickly realize, especially Marty, in a few seconds here. They're not in the 1985 that they lived in.
Yeah.
They're an alternate 1985. And this is where we kind of start getting into the Avengers Endgame kind of theory of time travel, where you just create another universe.
Yeah, create a new timeline.
New timeline, yeah, a new reality. Which, have you seen the recent Loki?
Yes, I did.
Episode 3?
Yeah.
Where they're on, like, spoiler alert, they're, like, on the moon, and, like, they talk about love, and, like, then they fight a bit.
Loki gets drunk.
And I love how he... spoiler alert for Loki. Oh, yeah, wait, this part... Is it funnier that they're black? Come on. I made a mistake. Damn right you made a mistake. So he unknowingly broke into these people's house
Yeah,
because he thought it was his.
they didn't realize how the everything's changed.
Well, of course they didn't realize. That's how the reality's always been.
Well, I mean, Marty and Doc didn't realize.
So if you pay attention to the background, obviously you see all the damaged cars and stuff, but you can already see who caused this. If it wasn't obvious enough that Biff stole the sports almanac. You can see in the background real estate, like Biff Real Estate.
Yeah.
Like he owns like the town. Also, we'll get to it. I won't say it quite yet. Also, this just looks like Detroit.
Harsh.
What's that?
Harsh.
Any of our Detroit listeners, you know I'm right. No,
I've
I'm
heard
just
Detroit's on the up and up.
No, I heard it's actually doing a lot
Oh.
better, so that's good for you guys. Okay, South Side Chicago.
Okay.
Come on. No, honestly, this is New York in the 70s and 80s. It was really bad. I know that. Oh, it's Strickland. I love how he's just a badass. You look like a slacker. That's when he turns Morty. When he has the shotgun pointed at his nuts.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. I watched season 4 of Rick and Morty.
How was it?
Most of it's what you would expect, but there's a few episodes in there I'm like, that was actually really clever writing and fun.
Okay.
Like it wasn't being obscene and raunchy just for the sake of it.
I'll have to
No,
watch
it
it
actually
then,
was
yeah.
clever. But that was only a few episodes. The finale of that season, weak. I'm like, why? But I heard season 5, episode 1 was actually pretty good. And it's for free on YouTube.
Yeah.
So I might check that out.
I'll have to.
But there's this
up on
episode
that
where
movie.
Rick, they do this whole, well, it's not a heist thing, but this whole scheme on this planet where they trade these gems with these aliens, and there's all these vats of acid. It's very Batman 1989. But he has this vat he made that is full of fake acid, and they have like breathing tubes, and they
That's
pretend
ridiculous.
they jump in the real acid vat, but it's a fake acid, and like throw bones up and stuff. And it ends up becoming this whole thing where like Morty thinks that's the stupidest idea, and then Rick basically just pranks him into thinking that's a good idea. It's actually a really good episode.
That's ridiculous.
Biff Tower, sorry. So the writers of this, Bob Gale and Robert Zemeckis, they based Biff off of Trump. And this was back in the 80s. Because Trump already was,
Yeah.
he was Trump. They weren't bold enough to predict he becomes president but Biff is based off of Trump. Look it up. We're not trying to be political here, but look it up. Oh, but you're from Mad Dog Tannen. We'll see him in the next one.
Sorry if we're being quiet for a few moments.
We're just paying attention.
We're just watching the movie, yeah.
So basically, he made the United States Nevada.
Wait, what?
He legalized gambling.
Yeah, probably lobbied for it.
Lobbied for it, yeah. So he married Lorraine in the 70s. Yeah. No, I know. I'd be saying that too. It's the same buddies from the 50s.
I love that.
That guy's got modernized 3D glasses. That's pretty good.
That's one of my favorite bits that they do in this. It's the same three guys.
So here's the first time they repeat the bit in the first Back to the Future, where he wakes up and his mom's there. This is probably the weirdest one. Definitely the weirdest one.
Yeah, because it's his mom, but the age that not as a teenager.
Yeah, and she's got big old fake titties. And she's on drugs.
Oh yeah, and he's Biff's son in this future.
Well, he's his stepson.
Yeah.
My uncle went to college in Switzerland. Fun fact. Apparently, he was a 6-year student or something like that.
That's what I would be if I was in Switzerland.
I mean, Colton, we are.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
So George died on his timeline. I forgot. Was he assassinated?
I don't remember. Yeah.
Well, we'll figure it out. Ow. I will say, I've only been punched in the gut once. It sucks.
Yeah, it's not fun.
I will say, the dude that plays Biff is really good.
Yeah, he is perfect for the role.
You can tell he's having a lot of fun with this role,
Yeah.
I forget his name. We mentioned him in the last one. But Thomas F. Wilson, I think.
He's very good in this role.
And Leah Thompson is great as Marty's mom. Yeah. But one of the reasons I think it's smart because, yeah, for one, they do the whole alternate timeline bit. But at the same time, it's a crazy timeline, but it's not too, like, it's not too much. Like, it's something that could happen.
Yeah,
like,
it's
they
like,
didn't.
they push it like a little far past what we think would happen, but it's not out of like it's not.
They could have made it like
it's
Mad
not
Max.
unimaginable.
Could have been like Mad Max or something, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
although that would be fun too.
that would be fun.
Back to the Future, but in Mad Max. So just
Rick and Morty did it.
yeah.
I kind of see Rick and Morty. I don't as a weird. It's definitely influenced by Back to the Future, so I don't think it's like a spinoff, but I do see it like as a spiritual successor, but like fucked up.
Yeah. Fucked up spiritual successor.
So also the Back to the Future Telltale game, I actually want to play that.
I've heard it's decent.
I've heard it's actually really good. No one really talks about it because we've had the Walking Dead one, the Wolf Among Us one.
People don't talk about most of the Telltale games.
Not anymore.
Yeah.
They used to be a
really
thing.
just Walking Dead and Wolf Among Us that people talk about.
Yeah.
I never played Walking Dead, but I like Wolf Among Us.
The Batman one, the first season was pretty cool.
Yeah.
But I heard the second season is whack. Like they changed too much of the story. Like, sorry about that. Born April. Oh, he's born on April Fool's Day.
It's a very dramatic scene.
It's a good scene. It's a well filmed scene, honestly.
Doc's shop is all.
Ramshackled. He's
Yeah.
got candles everywhere and stuff. Power's out. Has bills haven't been paid for or something. It's been
That's what those
Also-
papers on the ground are.
We do plan on doing another catching up comics episode. There's
Yeah.
one I want to read. It's a new one that's coming out. Marvel Dark Ages.
Oh yeah.
So it's not set back in like medieval like Dark Ages. No, it's a timeline. It's a reality where this new villain shows up. He's like a celestial hunter or something like that. He shows up. They all get beat, and then all electricity. There's like an EMP or something. So they're sent back
Oh.
into Dark Ages.
Oh, that'd be interesting.
It looks really cool. They tease some images. They tease the image of Vision, and he's got like a skeleton face. It looks like a Terminator and stuff.
Oh, that's cool.
And they tease that Iron Man has to make like a low tech suit,
Huh.
which I'm thinking, is it like something that runs on like gas or something, or like something steampunk, or
Yeah.
that'd be cool to see. But yeah, I'm excited to read that. There is
I would read that too.
There
yeah.
is a Marvel run that I refuse to read because I already know about it, and it's by Donny. It's a Donny Cates run.
Okay.
It's this big event where Null, he's the god of the symbiotes.
Yeah.
He's the one that cut that Celestial's head off and all this stuff.
Yeah.
But here's something Donny Cates runs, and I'll be done with this in 2 seconds. He ignores any kind of canon just to make his run work.
Yeah, I could see.
And he makes it where Null is more powerful than Cosmic King Thor, which, come on,
No.
that wouldn't happen.
No. Noel's
A lot of Thor
powerful.
fans are really annoyed with this.
Noel is powerful, but not that powerful.
But yeah, that's just my quick little Marvel rant. I gotta read more of that Thor run. There's a we'll get back to the movie, but there's
Future
an issue.
drink.
Future. There's an issue in the Immortal Hulk run. I haven't read it yet, but I've heard the Thing fights Hulk again.
Nice.
But in this issue, Banner is separated from Hulk, so Hulk is actually weak because Banner is actually Hulk's source of gamma radiation.
Oh.
They have to be together. And Hulk is like a weird anorexic, like skeleton Hulk.
Interesting.
And Hulk punches Thing, and he's like, "Oh, Spider-Man punched me harder when he was a teenager." So I want to check out that run. Emmett Brown committed. I mean,
yeah, he should have.
Yeah,
long time ago.
I love him, but also, what do you think of the logic of the time travel logic in this?
I think it's okay. It's.
I love how in Avengers Endgame, how they're like, yeah, Paul Rudd's like, wow, Back to the Future was bullshit. I think the Back to the Future logic works in its universe.
Yeah.
In fact, most people think the Back to the Future logic is what would happen, but think about it, it really wouldn't be.
I don't know. It's really complicated.
We really don't know, but if I agree with Smart Hulk, that if you travel back in time, that's your future.
Yeah, you logically you can't change it like that. Like
yeah, like oh, I thought he said party's over, bitch.
that would be great.
I love this part. Pissing
it.
He unzips his pants. It's almanac drink. Anytime almanac is seen. Oh wait. Anytime you see it, still okay. We're good.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm still gonna drink. This is the most boring version of Marty. Just a red t-shirt and jeans.
Yeah, it makes sense, though, for the context of what's going on.
That's the same. Know your history. I love how he made that up about the drag race thing. I don't see the resemblance.
Don't see the resemblance.
Here we go. Drink. I'm out of my Sprite, so I'm going to have to just drink rum and cranberry juice now. Which is what you're doing, so it's fitting.
Yeah, it's still good, though, you know.
I mean, I could just drink straight up rum, but
yeah.
I don't know if that's the best idea right now. Plus, cranberry juice is good for your...
Prevents kidney stones.
Yeah.
My dad gets kidney stones.
My dad had them. He was, like, in misery.
He gets them. My dad gets them, like, it's a chronic thing. He gets them every once in a while.
He gets them all the time? That sucks. They're, like, the worst.
All the time, but, like...
I heard it's worse than being shot.
He gets them, like, a couple times a year.
Damn. Yeah, I
I remember one time he was lying on the couch with a heating pad.
I love the frisbee bit.
That was a good throw.
Yeah, that was like a bullseye shot. I love how he has the little snub nose revolver.
Yeah.
I don't know why I like that, but I like it.
Yeah, I like snub nose revolvers. I think they're cool looking.
I think they're stupid looking, but they're fun.
Yeah.
Like whenever I play Red Dead, I always get the extended barrel. I like an obscenely long barrel.
I like the long barrels. I like the medium, the normal length barrels in Red Dead. I think they're balanced looking. They're nice.
To each his own.
Yeah, but what was I saying? I don't remember where I was going with.
Have we talked about Red Dead yet?
Not this episode.
No, but in anything.
Yeah, we did a whole episode of Red Dead. Go watch it.
Yeah, watch that. That's episode, I'm going to guess. At me if I get the number wrong. Episode 35.
I have no idea.
Well, at me if it's wrong. Join our Facebook group and add us. And our Instagram. It's fun. Oh, remember my whole theory how Doc saved Marty?
Yeah.
Like, Doc planned everything, basically.
Yeah.
Here's another event that contributes to the theory.
Okay.
So Marty just jumps off. He doesn't know, unless they already planned this, but you could theorize that Marty just jumped off and fell to his death. Well, Doc knew that, went back in time, where he would land on the DeLorean.
Yeah.
Also, me and one of my friends, Riley, he was one of my old friends, best friend back in middle school and high school. Miss him. I miss that guy. Where are you, Riley? But anyways, we were playing video games and we watched Back to the Future 2 while playing video games like Minecraft and stuff. And during the scene, we made a term on Urban Dictionary. It's on there. You can find it. It's called a Marty McFlyed or Marty McFlying. It's where because we had a revelation. We were playing Batman Arkham Origins. Batman does the same thing where he backs up off the building and he lands on his Batwing.
Yeah.
So we came up with the Marty McFly.
I've seen that trope in like several movies.
Yeah.
Shit. Yeah.
We were one of the first people to come in that term in the Urban Dictionary. Look it up. But it's where you slowly back up off a building. You might be making some kind of speech or something
catch you.
Only to have something catch you and you reveal yourself in a dramatic manner.
Yeah.
And yeah,
I think Doctor Who did that at one point.
We got high, ate Cheetos, and came up with that.
Nice. I like hot Cheetos.
Well, it was regular Cheetos this time.
Ah, damn. Lame.
You know they have corn
Lame.
Cheetos? Well, they are cornstarch, but
yeah, I was gonna say Cheetos are.
They have Mexican street corn tortilla. You know how you go to a?
Oh, I mean like elote.
Yeah, where it's like corn on cob, but it has like shit on, like chili powder.
Yeah, that's called
like,
elote.
Yeah,
it's like
they have a Cheeto of that now.
Ooh,
it's not that good, but you should try it.
I'll try that.
So now they're back in the 50s. This is where it gets really fun.
Oh, yeah.
And yeah, I still love a shirt.
I want that shirt.
So now there's 2 Martys and 2 Docs and 2 time machines in one timeline.
Yeah.
He just told us. We're still spreading these episodes out, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, we're spreading these out.
So it's confusing, but we're going to have a different episode out after the first Back to the Future.
Yeah,
we're not, timeline's a little convoluted, but don't worry about it.
Yeah. We're not.
Which that means we got to record one pretty soon.
I love the fedora Marty.
Yeah, I would dress up as that one. And like people that know like are really cool.
You have to have the walkie-talkie and everything.
You have to have the walkie-talkie, fedora, leather jacket, red shirt, binoculars. Ideally, you have a Biff with you.
Ideally, yeah.
that you're spying on? I love how he's just the worst.
Yeah. Biff is just a terrible person.
Throws her ball up there where they can't get it. I mean, I would probably do that too, but in a less dickish of a way. No, I'd give it back to him in a dicky way, but not give it back to him. So
Either Marty's terrible at sneaking or like is really good at sneaking, or Biff is just fucking
I can't
oblivious.
remember which movie I saw first, but I do remember listening to Mr. Sandman in the original Halloween first.
Yeah.
Which I might have seen that first. I don't know. My sister used to watch a lot of horror movies when I was young.
Yeah. I don't remember first time I heard that song.
Have you heard the parody version?
No, I don't think so.
There's one where it's a stupid YouTube shit post basically where this guy makes it where it's Mr. Sandman. Send me a man, dun 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 dun. Send me the man, that's Sandy the man. It just repeats the same thing, but it's so funny. It's so good. It's got like 1 million views. It's a classic, honestly. I love this bit.
Oh yeah, I remember this. It's been a long time since I've watched this.
Hits him in the balls with the oil. Also, that's a nice Ford.
It is.
Even now, like I would love to have that.
Really nice, yeah.
One time I did come across an opportunity on Craigslist that I should have taken up. It wasn't a Ford, but it was a 1947 Pontiac. It was the coolest shit ever.
Ooh.
It was like in perfect condition. It only had, like they never drove it.
Oh, damn.
It only had like 40,000 miles on it.
That's,
And I could have got it for $9,500.
that's a pretty good price.
But I was like, oh, that's an old car. I probably should get something more practical.
Yeah.
But I was like, but now I'm like, damn, I should have got that.
I saw an old Impala.
Impalas used to be freaking
Yeah.
awesome.
I saw an old 60s Impala.
They suck now. Well, they don't suck, but they look stupid.
They went through a period where in like the 90s and 2000s where they looked stupid. They're a little bit better now.
They're better now. Everything's better now,
The newer
actually.
models are a little bit better.
Well, Ford
They're
and
pretty
GM in the 90s and 2000s sucked.
Yeah.
But yeah, like 60s Impalas, they were tight.
Oh yeah, and I saw like a 60s Impala for like 10 grand. Good condition, like 100,000 miles on it one time.
Oh, wow. I love that bit because that honestly would be me.
Yeah.
You're like, why is this old man in my car? Get out of my car. You call him butthead. My grandpa has a 1948 Ford pickup truck.
Ooh.
It's pretty cool. He finally like got redone, like renovated and remodeling it. Not remodeling it. He fixed it all up.
Yeah.
It's nice now.
That's pretty cool.
Coolest car I have in my family. My dad, he has. Well, it's actually in my name. Well, it's also in my name. But we have a 1967 Barracuda. It's really awesome. Only thing we really got to get done is get the seats redone, like the leather,
Oh, nice.
because they're kind of crackled from just age and the sun.
Yeah. That's a
And
cool car.
we just got to get the paint job redone.
Yeah.
But we want to keep the same paint job because that paint job we have is really rare.
Oh, yeah.
It's
So just like restore the paint job.
restore it, like,
Yeah.
make it look good again. But it's like a cream white with crimson red stripe going down the middle.
Oh, yeah. I've seen the pictures. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's just rad. And like once we get that done, it's gonna be good to go. I'm not really a car guy, but I do respect like older like cars. Like I don't know about you. I like a cool car.
Yeah. I like old cars. I mean,
It just seems like especially before like the 80s and 90s, cars had like, yeah, were they as safe? No. But they had class, they had a design, they had art put into them. Now, you have some cool looking
I want
cars.
an old VW bus. That's
Yeah, that'd be so cool.
Yeah.
But cars are more. There's almanac. Drink. But anyways, cars used to have just love put into the design. It was design first, practicality and safety second or third.
Yeah. Style
But
first.
that's kind of starting to come back now, though, where cars are starting to get more stylistic.
I like some of the newer car designs.
But like
There's
the
some
mid
cool cars out
2000s all the way up to like the 2010s, cars were just like practical, utilitarian. They look stupid, but they're safe.
Yeah. Good example, again, the Impalas.
Yeah.
Impalas in the 60s and 70s.
Oh, we used
were
to
so
have,
cool.
my family, we used to have a 2006 Chevy Impala.
Yeah.
It was a tan color.
Oh,
It sucked.
the newer Impalas are decent though. They're pretty sleek looking.
Yeah, new ones are cool. But the Impalas back then were almost muscle cars. Sorry for going on the car rant.
There's some cool cars in this movie.
I like the DeLorean, even though it didn't run good or anything. It was cool looking. It's a classic. You okay?
I thought I heard something.
No, it's the background and the headphones. I got tripped out earlier, but
Yeah.
so yeah, it's almanac went from 1950 to 2000. I mean, yeah, you would become a millionaire if you could go back in time and predict all the winners and bet on them.
I like that look of Doc Brown and on the bike with the fedora.
With a hat. And
Yeah.
I love how he just bought that bike. It still has the tag on it. We didn't talk about it earlier, but it is smart that he has the different currencies for the different times.
Yeah. He thought it out. He thought out his time travel very well.
Yeah. Is he still insane? Yeah.
Biff's an
How does he
idiot.
not hear him?
Yeah, Biff's
He's
a
such a
fucking idiot.
moron. I love this bit here. Great Scott. I think we missed the anyone says or you see the date.
Oh
So
yeah,
we'll-
now Doc's in the.
We'll check on that one. You hear the theme music? We haven't heard the theme music in a little bit.
Yeah, we probably missed a bunch of the drinking.
We
game
missed the
stuff.
McFly one
Yeah.
a couple times. But don't worry, you can probably tell we have been drinking.
Yeah.
Like I said in the last one, I just feel sorry for 1955 Doc.
I love this.
Because he ends up being, like, mixed into all this.
Yeah, but doesn't get anything out of it.
No, he doesn't get to do any time travel or anything. It always blew my mind how they had the same actors in one shot. It's actually a really easy trick. But it's still cool. The first movie I really, when I was young, like 8 or 6. First movie I was like, damn, that's cool how they have two people in one. Parent Trap? No, not Parent Trap.
What?
The one with 2 Lindsay Lohans.
Yeah, that's the Parent Trap.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
one. That's a reboot, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
But that was like, when I first saw that, I was like, how are they doing that? That's just crazy.
yeah, it's pretty easy.
Yeah, it's a really easy trick.
People who like dabble, like I've dabbled in.
Yeah, I know
I've
you've done a
dabbled
lot
in
of film
special
stuff.
effects a little bit, and it's like the first special effect you.
That's like one of the first ones
Yeah.
you learn.
The first one you try when you're trying to learn special effects is cloning yourself.
Can you explain it to me and the listeners that don't know it?
You shoot you shoot a shot with one act with yourself playing one role.
Right.
You shoot it without moving the camera. With you playing the other role, so you can overlap the images. You have to get everything in the background just right.
So you have to get the backgrounds right.
You have to
and
get
then
the backgrounds right. You have to get everything except for the actors to be the same.
And obviously the
shot.
actors have to be standing in a different
And-
spot.
And if you do like they did in this, where they have the camera moving,
So they just like
what they do,
impose it over the other one?
that's the basic way to do it. And so in that shot, they had the camera moving. So what they might have done there is they might have had, because like in the 70s, Industrial Light and Magic, Star Wars pioneered this type of special effects stuff.
Yeah.
Of having camera rigs that are
Ooh la
robotic
la.
that move the same way every single time.
Right, yeah,
Because
yeah.
that's how they did the miniature models exploding of the ships and stuff.
Well, yeah,
like
that's
that.
what you want. You got to have...
Because, like, in Star Wars, take for example the trench run. You have Darth Vader and his 2 TIE fighters behind him. They could only film one ship at a time.
Yeah.
So how did they get them all moving together and make it look good? Is they had, motion rigged cameras that moved exactly the same every single time.
See, that's why I think the original trilogy of Star Wars is film. Because...
Oh, it's amazing that we still use the same special effects techniques they used then. That they
No, but it was all
invented for
filmed
Star
practically
Wars.
using little models.
Film practically.
Now it's all
and
CGI and shit.
Film practically.
Even
and-
though the Mandalorian, Jon Favreau, chose
Yeah.
to do models, which was cool. I'm glad he did that.
Yeah, and the ingenuity it took to invent those techniques. And I mean, you hear all the time that Star Wars is groundbreaking special effects. People don't realize how groundbreaking it was.
No, yeah.
'Cause
Especially like The New Hope, the original.
Yeah, they invented special effects techniques for the movie that we still use today in almost every single movie you watch.
Yeah. Another movie that I think is groundbreaking. It's this, honestly, but
Yeah, this is
besides
yeah.
this, one that I would either want to do a commentary or a review or whatever. It's something about it. The Thing, John Carpenter's The Thing.
Oh yeah,
Amazing. It's one of my favorite movies of all time. But anyways, we're back to this. Strickland, he's the same. He's always the same.
he is. Yeah,
He's a constant of the universe.
no, but the Thing you mentioned, The Thing,
Yeah.
and they
I love the
they did the remake sequel thing.
Let me tell you about that sequel. They actually did all practical effects originally.
I was gonna
Yeah.
mention that. Yeah,
But then the studio was like, "No, that's not modern or whatever."
the
So they-
studio looked at it and
They
basically what
redid
said,
it in CGI.
The studio said this looks like it was made in the 80s,
Isn't that what it's supposed to look
and
like?
the directors were kind of like, "That's the fucking
Yeah.
point."
No,
Um,
but the CGI, for one, wasn't that good anyways. But I don't know. I think even really good CGI doesn't... I'm not saying really good CGI can have really crazy good stuff for horror movies or just any movies. Yeah, obviously, we've seen it. But
yeah,
something about the practical effects, there's something just off about it and just weird and just like...
there's a difference between
It's gnarlier
See,
for some reason.
See, some movies, how do I put it?
For some reason, The Thing, like the Cronenberg's effects, like the splitting apart of bodies and all that,
Yeah.
with the practical effects,
Well,
it just
I think also there's sometimes a
it's so
difference.
grounded, which tricks your brain. Like,
Sometimes there's a difference between making something in a movie look real and making it look theatrical
Exactly.
and believable. And so, like, I mean, it's not special effects, but like one example of like a director who is well known for his movies don't look real in any way is Wes Anderson.
Oh yeah, his movies are.
His movies.
You know, it's a Wes Anderson movie.
You can take a Wes Anderson can take a situation between two characters that is 100% believable and realistic, and shoot it in a way where it looks like fantasy.
Yeah,
it doesn't look real at all.
Well, you could go to any point in time in a Wes Anderson movie, and you would know it's Wes Anderson.
Yeah, but I think it's not just
that's
the
his style.
It's not just the style, but I mean just like the way that he films. It doesn't look real in any sense ever.
Well, that's the point.
Even if they're real situations, because Wes Anderson is the type.
I
of
love
guy,
his bit. He's gets on his hand.
Oh yeah, but Wes Anderson, I think, is as a
There's
director
times
who
where
understands that it doesn't have to look real. It can look like a play, or it can look like
well, I mean, movies are supposed to be escape from reality. That's why, I mean, I do respect and like some movies that are like realistic and grounded, but for the most part, I like movies that are take me to a different world, you know? I don't know, that's just me.
Yeah.
I like movies that have fun with whatever they're trying to do. If that's a serious movie, if that's a mobster movie, if that's a time travel movie, if that's a horror movie, if you can tell, without even looking anything up about the movie, if you can tell that the cinematographers, that the directors, that the editors had fun making this, then you know it's good.
Yeah. Doesn't have to be realistic all the time.
No. So it had ooh la la in it instead. I guess some 1950s Playboy thing. Was Playboy in the 1950s? Yeah.
I don't know for sure. I think so.
I know for sure it was in the 60s. Oh, here's the whole bit in the last movie with Biff.
That shot is really weird looking of like the previous shot where he's on the walkie-talkie there. Because it shows both Marty in focus and what's happening in the background in focus. And that's not how cameras work.
One of them should be out of focus.
Yeah, and it looks a little off.
I think they chose to do that to like make it obvious. Like, oh, this is from the last movie.
Clearly a stylistic choice there.
Yeah.
It happens sometimes.
I think it should. I think if the background was out of focus, and then we get to this shot, and you're like, oh, obviously, okay.
Yeah.
Classic. Yeah, classic scene. There's two Martys in one place. Well, almost in one place. I love this bit. I love this. I'm telling you, this movie does the most with the time travel stuff. Time traveling to any point in time isn't enough for me. I want duplicates. I want alternate realities, and this movie does that.
Yeah.
What's that? They always fall for that.
I love that.
Such idiots.
What's that?
Oh, I almost bought it. We have like this little model DeLorean.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. It's the Back to Future 2 one, actually, the one that flies. Be mine, Earth Angel. I did not know that Marvin Berry and the Starlighters was a real band, but they are a real band.
I didn't know that.
From the 50s, and he is the cousin of Chuck Berry. I know we already talked about it, but that's the whole point of this movie. It's retreading the same ground. It's deja vu. It's like, wow. Plus, by the time this episode comes out, the first one would have been like ages ago. You don't know that. We don't know it either. We're going to tell you the truth right here. We just kind of release these episodes whenever.
Yeah. We're not sure when this is going to be released.
Sometimes we have a plan, but on these ones, for sure, It's going to be whenever we don't have an idea. Don't want to get too meta on you guys, but I love this bit. The Chuck Berry bit. Oh, he said future.
Nope. Oh. Calvin Klein.
I think he stole his wallet. I love that guy.
I think he took his wallet.
I want to know that guy's story.
Yeah.
Again, like we've said
If
before.
I were him, I'd burn the almanac right now.
I know, right? That's
Like,
all you got to do.
Burn it, then you can worry about the thugs without worrying about the almanac.
Well, he doesn't have it.
No, he has it. He took it from Biff.
I thought he switched it out for the porno.
No, but then he took it when Biff got
Oh,
punched
yeah,
by
yeah.
George, and then he knocked
He took it off
out.
of him. Yeah, that's what he should do.
Yeah.
But it wouldn't make as
burn
good
it.
movie, I guess.
Yeah, that's what I would.
I don't
do.
know. I guess Robert Zemeckis knows.
Yeah, well, if I were him, at the
Here's my
moment
thing.
I got a hold of it, I would. burn
How
it.
do you do the Back to the Future trilogy, but then you do Polar Express and Beowulf?
Yeah.
And I'm not shitting on Polar Express. That's a classic Christmas movie, but is
For
it really that
the
good?
same
No,
reason
it's not
that
good.
George Miller, who did Mad Max, is also well known for doing Happy Feet.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, but maybe one day we'll watch the Beowulf.
Yeah, it's a weird movie.
It
has some fun moments, but it has some
really makes me feel uncomfortable.
It has some very uncomfortable ones. Yeah.
Oh, he does the Eddie Van Halen bit. Yeah. Kicks his amp over. Rude. If someone
would
did
not-
that to my amp, I would be fucking pissed.
Yeah, I would.
I'd be
not-
like, oh my God, the tubes. Like, don't kick it, man.
I would not kick over a tube amp. I want to kick.
And that
over
was
any
definitely
amp,
a tube
really.
amp in the 50s.
Yeah, I want to kick over most amps, but especially not a tube amp.
I mean, I would kick over my own if I was drunk.
Yeah,
But
Never
not someone else's.
Yeah.
Your kids are going to love it. You know, he drops sandbox bags. It's a good bit. It's a good bit. We got a good bit coming up. I'm just going to say it. I'm just going to say it. I don't care.
Okay.
Leah Thompson was hot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I said it. Kristen Glover. Wait. Biff. I was going to say that Kristen Glover still looks like a goblin. But oh, drink. So this is Marty's, like, what do you call it? Like a character's, like, it's like a Shakespearean thing where, like, a character's weakness. Not weakness.
Their foil.
Their foil. This is Marty's foil. Yes, thank you.
He gets knocked out right there.
Yeah, because Marty, other Marty from the past, hits him in the door. Ow. Double ow. I've never been kicked like that, but I can imagine it hurts.
Yeah. I got curb stomped one time.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it didn't. It hurt a lot.
What was this situation?
That was when I was in high school.
Was it a bully or?
No. It was.
Was it a friend?
It was a friend. Yeah.
What the hell?
I also curb stomped another friend one time, but I did it on accident. Sometimes you're messing with friends and you're like, you pretend to hit them or something like that just to fuck with them. One time, my friend was lying on the ground and I went over to fuck with him and I did not stop in time and I actually curb stomped him like in the balls.
Wow.
I felt really bad.
Yeah, you suck. I never been curb stomped.
When I got curb stomped,
I could have curb stomped somebody if I wanted to.
Yeah, when I got curb stomped that time, it was an accident. They didn't mean to, like, it was kind of the same situation. They didn't mean to hit me too hard, but
right.
I didn't mean to hit the guy at all.
Wasn't middle school
They
fun?
didn't curb stomp me in the balls like I did to that guy. They just curb stomped
That's
me. Like,
messed up, Colton.
they just got me in the side.
That's really bad, Colton.
Yeah, it was an accident, I swear.
But wasn't middle school fun?
Middle school is fun. I don't remember much of middle school.
I remember the bad parts. This one guy tried to stab me.
Oh, really?
But I had a hard math book with me, so it deflected this knife. I went to a really sketchy middle school.
Yeah.
That's all I'm going to say. I don't think it exists anymore. Or it's a different name or something.
Or this.
If any middle schoolers are listening to us, for one, why? 2, where's your mom? 3, why? But 4, middle school sucks, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, middle school's the worst.
I'm not kidding when I say I don't remember most of middle school.
Yeah, because it sucked.
I really actually don't remember most of it.
Should he see something? Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! He's grabbing all of it. He's grabbing it out. He's grabbing it. It's on the windshield. I love how Marty's like, Doc's like, we can't crush it. That Ford would tear us in half. And it would.
Yeah. Big steel
Because
frame.
cars back then, yeah, they were all like steel and iron and shit. They were real. Now everything's like plastic. Yeah, you have like a steel frame, but like the body is plastic.
Oh, I love this.
Like plastic and metal. Oh, it's a great bit here. But I know it sucks, but cars being like a plastic composite is safer.
Yeah,
It's way safer.
it is.
Because shit bounces off more, it's not going to crush on you like a Pepsi can. Oh, shit. Drink. The theme song.
There we go.
I love this bit. Don't you love this bit? It's a great bit.
This is a good bit.
Also, can I just say this? Biff is about to murder a person?
Yeah, Biff's a bad guy.
Yeah, but I thought he was just like a school bully, not a full-on murderer.
I mean, they said he killed George McFly.
Well, in the future.
Yeah, but it was still like that. That was 12 years before 1985.
True.
So it wasn't like
Super.
yeah.
Yeah, he's a bad person. He plans on running this kid down on this pink skateboard. But it's a hoverboard. It's crazy. But Doc has the flag line, and I've seen that at state fairs. Also, there's a theory that Marty originally got ran over and killed by Biff. But Doc went back and manure.
More manure.
That's good. That's good. That's a good bit.
It's a very good bit. Is it like the same like truck that he ran into?
It's always the same truck, and it's always manure.
Yeah, but the guy the owner of that truck's like, what the hell, dude?
I know, right? I will say, before we get to Back to the Future 3, which I don't know when we're going to record that, but it's going to happen. Obviously, because you've already listened to it, because it's in the future. But what I do like about it, you have Marty going back. Well, no, Marty's stuck in the 50s. And he goes back to 1955 Doc, and he's like, Doc, I gotta go back to the future.
Yeah,
And like, it's pretty crazy. It's pretty good. I like what they do with it.
see, Doc says burn it.
And he does. Finally. Could have burned it a long time ago and avoided all of this.
Yeah, the match is in his pocket the whole time.
Yeah, he always had the match. Is anyone proud to own the sports almanac nowadays? Because you can just look up everything of online.
Yeah.
George McFly honored. He's not murdered, he's honored. That's good. That's good for him. Rick, the newspaper changed. Yeah. Emmett Brown commended. Local inventor receives reward. No, he's still insane though, but I love this shit right here. Just land, you asshole. Want to get struck by lightning, and he gets struck by lightning. He travels back to 1885 to the Red Dead Redemption. Well, yeah. Wouldn't Dutch be around in 1885? His gang.
Yeah, that's only 15 years before, or 14
Yeah.
years before Red Dead 2.
So yeah,
Dutch and Arthur and Hosea at least.
I want to see that
hanging
era in
around.
Red Dead Redemption 3.
Yeah.
Like the high Old West. Like the peak of the Old West. Not the end of it. Or what do you say is the peak of the Old West? Late
Oh, I don't know.
1870s, early 1880s?
1880s, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. Old West wasn't as long as a period as people think of.
Well, 1890s was
classic
definitely
Old West.
the classic. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I would love to see an alternate version of this where no one shows up and he's just stuck in the 50s. What would you do if you were stuck in the 50s?
I'd probably go to some shows.
Like some early Chuck Berry?
Yeah, I'd go see some Chuck Berry.
Yeah.
Some Johnny Cash.
Oh, Johnny Cash, yeah. Oh, it looks like he's going to pull a gun out, but he doesn't. It's a letter. In the Western Union. Do you think the Western Union would actually commit to that and do that?
I have no idea. Probably not.
No.
Yeah.
They'd probably be like, oh, this is some kind of joke or something. But 1950s Western Union, maybe.
Maybe, yeah.
Oh, wait, that's on extreme version.
That's extreme version.
You only drink on the extreme version for Doc.
This Western Union guy is so fucking confused.
Oh, yeah. I love this bit. It's a good bit. It's a good bit. So we go back to the 1955 ending, the Back to the Future 1-1. I'm sorry.
What?
It just feels like a good part to be quiet on.
Yeah.
Just shh.
I'm out of drink.
Get more drink then. If you're listening to this without watching a movie, then you're missing out on the fun. But thank you. Thank you for listening to it anyways. Here comes Marty. Marty. What? I love this bit. It's a good bit.
I got some bourbon here.
Oh, you got bourbon. Interesting.
Basil Hayden.
That's going to mix things up, isn't it?
Yeah.
Scott. Anythings. And that's it. To
I
be
love
concluded. Oh, and we get a little teaser for Back to the Future Part 3. Part 3 is fun.
Yeah, I still like it.
I'm excited. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I still enjoy it. It's not like the same as the first two, but
That's ZZ Top. But we'll get to that. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of fun bits in this. Does this count as the credits?
I don't know.
Well, we'll let it keep going. Was this how it aired in theaters? Like, oh, here's Back to the Future Part 3.
Yeah, that's such a weird thing to have, like, a trailer for the next movie at the end before the credits of the movie.
But there it is.
That's
Yeah, we're
Back
pretty
to the
much
Future.
done. Back to the Future 2. That's it.
Good movie. I
So
love
join
that
us
movie.
for Back to the Future Part 3.
At some point in the future.
At some point in the future, but it could be right now for us.
Yes.
Because, time travel. But anyways, we'll see you guys next week
All right.
for whatever we do.
Let's roll that outro.
Roll that outro.
This is not a test. I repeat, this is not a test. The Odd Drunk Podcast recommends that you follow their Instagram and join their Facebook group for more fun content. To view all of our current available streaming and social media platforms, visit our Linktree in the description below. If you enjoy the show, it would be appreciated if you leave us a rating or a review on Apple Podcasts. Okay, Colton, you can roll the outro now.